France is bracing for a political earthquake. Prime Minister François Bayrou faces a make-or-break confidence vote on September 8th, with his austerity budget already rejected across the political spectrum. Bayrou himself admits defeat is likely, bluntly telling French TV that if he falls, another prime minister will have to be appointed.
We will need to appoint another prime minister, and that's the normal functioning of the institutions. The decision belongs to the President of the Republic. A dissolution doesn't solve absolutely nothing. What might result from a future dissolution? An assembly even more divided than this one.
Far-right leader Marine Le Pen has wasted no time in sharpening the knife. She declared Bayrou's economic plans very dangerous and vowed her national rally would vote against him. Le Pen demanded a snap election, insisting only a new parliament can end the paralysis.
The only way that Prime Minister could survive much longer would involve breaking away from Macronism. Let's face it, it's French President Emmanuel Macron's policies that are profoundly toxic, and a certain number of ministers have implemented them, ministers from the right, from the left, and from the center. To us, it makes no difference. It's not personal. We're not annoyed with anyone in particular, but it's a fact that none of the prime ministers had the courage to break away from Macronism.
The arithmetic in the National Assembly is brutal. Opposition blocs, from the far right to the far left, command over 320 seats, while Bayrou's centrists and conservative allies muster just 210. A crushing defeat looms, leaving President Emmanuel Macron cornered with three explosive options: name a new premier, dissolve parliament again, or risk outright collapse of his presidency.
In calling this vote of confidence next week, basically, he was committing suicide instead of waiting around to be politically executed in the parliament during the budgetary negotiations later in the year.
And yet, even as his government totters, Macron is playing statesman on the global stage. Hosting President Volodymyr Zelensky and European allies in Paris, he unveiled a bold pledge. 26 countries are ready to deploy troops to Ukraine as part of a post-war reassurance force.
Today, we have 26 countries that have formally committed themselves to deploying troops as a reassurance force in Ukraine, or to being present on the ground, at sea, or in the air, the day after the ceasefire or peace.
But Macron's dual track, projecting power abroad while his own capital burns politically, is fraught with contradictions. Analysts warn France's record Eurozone deficit could make those Ukraine pledges financially unsustainable.